The Stingers have sealed their place in the women's water polo quarterfinals after a 10-7 win over Canada. Bronte Halligan and Alice Williams both bagged hat-tricks, helping the Aussies solidify top spot in their group with one pool match remaining. They face Hungary tomorrow night. Newcastle's Rose Davies has joined an exclusive group, becoming just the fourth Australian to make the 5,000-metre Olympic final. Determined as ever, she had to work hard, forced to push through the pack to finish the heat in third. Once Rose Davies had caught her breath, you could see what this race meant, crossing the finish line third with a time of just over 15 minutes.
Rose Davies with a monumental effort. She's going to go straight through to the final.
The Newcastle Olympian was in the action from the get-go.
It was really rough, and then, I kept getting in a good position and then getting pushed back, and I worked my way back up and the same thing would happen.
But in the final lap, she was flying.
I'm super happy I made an Olympic final, and that was my goal all year, and to do it, stoked.
She'll become the first runner to wear the green and gold in the 5,000-metre final since Rio in 2016.
I just want to say hello to everyone at home. I know you're at the coming watching.
They certainly were, packing out the pub in the early hours to cheer her on.
We've watched and felt the ups and downs of her career for when she started as a young junior, and to see it come to fruition this year.
I'm just so thankful that I got that rhythm down packed, and it's something I don't take lightly. It's really just such an honour to be here.
Her return to the Olympics almost didn't come, fighting the clock to over.
But I was thinking about how to get over the bar, and every step that I take.
It could be another golden night in Paris. Aussies Simon Clarke, Michael Matthews and Ben O'Connor are in action in the men's road race. At Roland Garros, duo Matthew Ebden and John Pearce play their doubles final. Kaylee McEwen will swim the 200 individual medley, plus Titmus and Ledecky in the 800 freestyle final and the mixed 4x100 relay team. After the break, the Broncos are out of the NRL finals race. Last year's runners-up belted by the Titans.
Anaconda's epic end-of-season snow sale is on now. Selected kids' snowsuits, jackets and pants under $40. Plus selected youth snow jackets under $50. Flee more and pay less with our 10% price beat guarantee. Anaconda!
We go further to take you beyond on Australia's most iconic travel experiences.
Scully anniversary sale is on now with up to 40% off selected living, dining and bedroom furniture. Save up to 40% at the anniversary sale. On now at Big Scully.
To be Australia's fresh food partner.
The King Living Winter Sale ends Sunday. Save up to 50% on Australian designed, award-winning furniture. So why buy ordinary furniture when you can come home to King? Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
The ultimate performance of the ultimate
Ducks, hot water, built stronger to last longer.
Made in Australia for over 100 years, Ducks hot water systems are built stronger to last longer. Ducks.com.au.
Ducks.
This isn't your car, Steve. Yours isn't this efficient, more stylish. That's not your dog, and they're not your bandmates. You're driving vicariously, aren't you, Steve? Ever driven a better car than yours? Now you can.
Uriara Village is better on a better mobile network. What do you reckon, Dave? Oh, that was just Dave's shell. I thought he was mad at me.
This report brought to you by Ducks Hot Water. Built stronger to last longer. Made in Australia for over 100 years.
Cameron Serrano has revealed just how close the Bulldogs came to luring Stefano Utu-Kamanu to Belmore. Despite missing out on the Tigers prop, the coach is convinced Canterbury can mix it with the NRL's most powerful clubs on and off the field.
A crack of thunder would be enough to make most dogs cower. Those at Belmore are happy to run into the eye of the storm, even if it means missing out on Stefano Utu-Kamanu's signature.
It was a really close call between us and Melbourne. Melbourne are a really good team with a strong track record of developing players and being in finals contention. So for our club to be in that fight, I thought it's a really good side for our club.
The Bulldogs missing the big man, but they have money in the bank.
The good thing is we haven't had to go and splash money and try and pay overs to get people to come here.
Josh Adokar has been hamstrung for 9 weeks. Now the Fox is ready to trot.
He's worked really hard in rehab to get his body right. He loves playing footy, so it's good that he's back in our team.
The Roosters' defeat of the Dolphins could come at a cost. Lindsay Collins concussed, Dom Young re-injuring his hamstring and Nat Butcher hurting his rib. Sam Walker the star in the 40-34 Tri-Fest in the West.
Our execution of our system was really, really good, and our tackle was, left back in Sydney. So
Blaze Talangi showing Eels fans what they'll be missing next year, scoring a try and setting up another in their shock 30-20 win over the Warriors.
to have the guts to chase what he wants to chase. All credit to Blaze, and mate, we love the kid here. He's a great kid, really polite kid. He's got a big future in the game.
Samantha Pote, NBN News.
The Broncos are out of the finals race with 5 rounds still to play after suffering a horror 46-18 capitulation at the hands of the Titans.
I think the 8's the furthest thing from my mind at the moment. You know, we've got more issues than making the 8. Not issues, but, you know, that's disappointing there today.
To make matters worse, Brisbane lost Origin enforcer Payne Haas to a potentially season-ending foot injury, while in the NRLW, the Titans completed the double with a 28-12 win over the Tigers. Made to pay for a slow start, the Knights women were lucky to escape Canberra with a win today. Their round 2 comeback sparked by a dream debut from Raymond Terrace's Lillianne White.
Comeback completed in the bunker to make Upton awarded a penalty try.
And they take the lead inside the final minute and deliver the knockout blow.
If a team can win, regardless of how they play, if they can win, can find a way. So today I don't think we were at our best, but we found a way.
Wyong has put a huge dent in West's finals chances after a comeback win in round 16 of Newcastle Rugby League. After trading blows early, the visitors took a 26-18 point lead into the break. The Roos bounced out of the sheds and took the lead in the 51st minute. Their fans then watched on nervously as they held on to win 36-32. It moves Wyong into 6th place on the ladder, while the Butcher Boys have leapfrogged Cessnock into 4th after today's other results. Lambton's woes continue in the NPL. The Jackers dealt their 4th loss in 5 games this afternoon. Edgeworth opened the scoring in the top 4 clash, taking a 1-0 lead into the break. The Eagles doubled their lead late in the second half. The goal proved to be the difference, with Lambton scoring in injury time. The 2-1 win leaves Edgeworth 4 points behind the second-placed Jaffers. Charlestown remains in 4th after a win over Lake Macquarie today. Newcastle Olympic hot on their heels in 5th. While in the NPLW, Jana Fraser got the ball rolling for Azuri in their round 8 catch-up game with Maitland, but that was as good as it got. The Magpies putting away 5 goals to Charlestown's 2, seeing Maitland remain on top of the table with 2 rounds remaining. A seesawing top of the table game between Norths and Wests in round 13 of Newcastle netball. Norths were ahead by 2 at the end of the first quarter, but by halftime, West Leagues caught up. The margin grew in the third, and despite a final push from Norths, West got the win 44-41. Meanwhile, South's Thrash BMC Nova defeated the Cats, and Junction Stella recorded a victory over Katara. Nice to see some sunshine for some sport on a Saturday.
So nice indeed. In fact, temperatures hit about 20 degrees in Newcastle today. We'll check all of your local hunter weather details with Lauren Kempe right after the break.
Warning, do try this at home.
Make it happen at ikea.com.au.
Hungry Jack's has brekkie all wrapped up. Get crispy bacon, flame-grilled sausage, and a hash brown on a big brekkie wrap. With Jack's Cafe's rich, velvety smooth barista coffee. Pick up a brekkie wrap and cap at Hungry Jack's.
It's here! The Outdoor Adventure and Motoring Expo has the very latest in caravans, hybrid vans, camper trailers, and everything you need to explore the great outdoors. There's something for the whole family. See the Shimano Fishing Show, camp up and cooking demos, a wildlife show, and great prizes to be won. To save money, buy your tickets online now at newexpo.com.au. It's at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre 9th to the 11th of August. Do not miss the Outdoor Adventure and Motoring Expo.
Go solar with no money down and no interest with Arise Solar. Install the best-selling 6.6 kilowatt Tier 1 home system. Still discounted to an incredible $34.91 with zero deposit and no interest for 21 months.
Limited offer. Call 1-800-ARISE Solar.
Are you thinking al fresco and looking for something simple? Call HB Aluminium.
Are you looking for something stylish? Call HV Aluminium.
Or are looking for ideas to design something stunning?
If you're thinking al fresco, call or visit HV Aluminium New Lantern. 1-800-801-572.
Thanks to Light and Easy, managing your weight and enjoying a healthier life has never been easier.
Light and Easy has options for everyone. Once you get into it, you won't want to turn back because it will change your life. I kind of regret not doing it earlier.
Warning, do try this at home.
Make it happen at ikea.com.au.
A help company would get people back on their feet, make complicated stuff simple, and even try to predict the unpredictable. So that's what we're doing. And RMA Insurance, a help company.
Well, I hope you got the chance to enjoy the sunshine today. It's been such a nice start to the weekend, especially after a prolonged stretch of some very cold and windy days. But enjoy the fine conditions while they're here. We can't expect rain to follow. Speaking of which, moderate falls were recorded in central WA in the last 24 hours, record-breaking August totals for some parts of the Pilbara. We saw scattered showers along the east coast and throughout the western part of Tassie, but hardly a drop elsewhere. A northwest cloud band is beginning to push towards the red centre, pulling in moisture from the Indian Ocean. Some of the continent's driest spots can expect a good soak in the next few days as some of this rain sweeps into our eastern states. An upper level trough will impact basically every state and territory over the course of this weekend, driving a wedge between high pressure in the east and the west. We have another strong low system developing in the southern ocean, which could bring another burst of polar air to our patch this month. Partly cloudy throughout the top end tomorrow, down to single digits digits overnight though in the Alice, Perth and Adelaide. Bluer skies in Brisbane reaching a top of 23 degrees. Knock a few off that for Sydney during the day, 18 the top there, and an icy overnight minimum in the country's capital. We had a foggy start inland but largely fine conditions throughout the Hunter today, and it's certainly been nice to see those strong winds drop back, getting up to 18 in Cessnock, 18 in Singleton, 19 in Maitland. Only light variable winds tomorrow below 15 k's an hour. A few clouds about, but we shouldn't see any rain until around Monday. Similar daytime temperatures again tomorrow, a top of 17 at Woy Woy, 15 at the entrance, 19 in Newcastle, 17 the top at Nelson Bay. Partly cloudy across the Hunter Valley too, and it's still really dipping close to freezing in the upper Hunter overnight, down to 3 degrees in Singleton, 2 in Muswellbrook, up to 18 degrees during the day. Taking a look at coastal conditions, seas dropping right back to around half a metre and a 2 metre swell. High tide around 8:30 in the morning, the low around 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Sun to rise at 6:40 and setting at 5:18. Well, we're in for a pretty great end to the weekend in Newcastle tomorrow. A few clouds about, but definitely some pretty solid conditions compared to what we've seen leading up to this anyway. A shower or two possible there on Monday, but leading into Tuesday, otherwise mostly fine. Partly cloudy in Scone on Sunday. After yet another chilly start, the clouds may help those overnight lows ever so slightly through to Wednesday, and we have a little bit of pre-spring warmth coming back there next Thursday, topping in the low 20s. Much the same on the cards for Gosford, single digits up to the high teens to low 20s until around next Saturday. And what a day it was for Newcastle surfers. There were some cracking breaks along Bar Beach, super clean sets, locals just riding on the coattails of that monster swell that we saw whip up the coast earlier this week. Conditions dropping right back across the region tomorrow. So Jane, more sunshine, mostly calm conditions. It should be a really nice end to the weekend.
Some winter warmth, very welcome. Thank you, Kempe. And that is NBN News for this Saturday. Day 8 of our Olympics coverage is coming up next. Enjoy your evening. From all the team here, good night.